There once ruled a powerful king who, despite all his wealth and power, was consumed by worry. He was tormented by the future and by the fear of making a wrong decision. One day, he summoned every wise man in his kingdom, demanding an answer to 3 questions he believed held the key to ultimate success. First, what is the most important time to begin anything? Second, who are the most important people to listen to? And third, what is the most important thing to do? The scholars and priests argued for days. Some said the most important time was to follow a strict schedule. Others said the most important people were his council members or his doctors. And some insisted the most important act was warfare or prayer. The king was satisfied with none of it. The answers were all different, and none felt true. He had heard tales of a wise hermit who lived alone in the mountains, and so the king decided to seek his wisdom. He disguised himself as a common traveler, leaving his guards behind, and journeyed deep into the mountains. He found the hermit, a frail old man, quietly digging the earth. The king approached him and bowed. "Wise one, I have come seeking answers to 3 questions. What is the right time? Who is the right person? And what is the most important act?" The hermit listened, nodded slowly, and then simply continued digging. The king watched him. The old man was breathing heavily, and the work was clearly too much for him. "You are tired. Let me take the shovel and work in your place." The hermit smiled and thanked him. And so, the powerful king spent the entire afternoon digging the hard soil, while the hermit sat watching him. As evening approached, just as the king was about to ask his questions again, a man stumbled out from the woods. He was bleeding badly from a terrible wound in his stomach. He collapsed at their feet, whispering for help. The king immediately forgot his questions. He knelt beside the man, cleaned the wound as best he could with his own shirt, and carried him into the hermit's small hut. All night, the king and the hermit sat by the man's side, tending to his wound and keeping him warm. When the sun rose, the wounded man awoke. When he saw the king, his eyes filled with recognition and shame. "Forgive me. I do not know you. But, forgive me. I do not know you, and I have nothing to forgive you for. You do not know me, but I know you. I am the man whose brother you executed last year. I swore an oath to kill you. I knew you had come to the mountain alone, and I was waiting to ambush you on your way back. But your guards found me first, and they are the ones who wounded me. I was escaping, sure to die, but you saved my life. I came to kill you, and instead, I pledge my life to serve you." The king was stunned. He felt a profound peace he had never known. He went outside to find the hermit. "For the last time, wise man, I beg you to answer my questions." The hermit stood up and looked at the king with kind eyes. "But your questions have already been answered," he explained. "Yesterday, if you had not pitied my weakness and stayed to dig this ground, you would have left. That man would have attacked you, and you would have regretted not staying with me. Therefore, the most important time was when you were digging, and I was the most important person. And the most important act was to help me. Later, when the wounded man ran to us, the most important time was the moment you spent caring for him. Because if you had not, he would have died, and you would have lost the chance to make peace with an enemy. So he became the most important person, and the most important act was saving his life. Remember then, O king, there is only one time that is important, and that time is now. The most important person is the one you are with at this very moment. And the most important act is to do good to that person, for that is the only purpose of life."